Welcome everybody, Tony Joe here, Lisa here.
Hello.
Hello everybody. Sorry, it's been a little bit since we made a video. It's been a very rough week, because Lisa and I were coming down to the wire where our jobs are almost done and we're soon moving to Florida. So
Yay!
I've been working 6 days a week. I work late, sometimes between the hours of like 11, midnight, and then I sleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I don't have time to make a video right now. And then on my days off, I'm packing. And it's just terrible. I hate packing.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of fun last Wednesday packing because I couldn't get a desk downstairs, obviously, by myself, so I got to take a sledgehammer to it. And it's so exhilarating breaking stuff.
Well, we had some stuff to take out to the dumpster, and one of it was our computer chair, because it's really old, and like every time you sit on it, the material just keeps rubbing off. So I had like my own little computer chair race to the dumpster. Almost fell a few times.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I told her I wish I had my camera out for these moments. I need like one of those like sunglasses, like a pivot camera, just to have it so it's always recording.
So you can record my embarrassing moments.
Hey, girl falls down. It's a hit. I'm just saying, literally, a hit. We have some questions we're going to go over. This one person, I forget her name. Lisa has her name.
Elizabeth Flockstra. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
Probably, and we do apologize. But she has questions that are like in 4 parts, like 5 parts. I'm not really sure, so we'll get to that. But first, we want to talk about Toy Story Land now has an actual opening date.
Yes.
June 30th. People were asking too, like, pretty much saying if annual pass holders are going to receive emails like they did for Pandora to get the special invite, the soft opening. I don't really know because we're not pass holders yet. We will be. I don't really know. I would imagine that they probably would. But I heard some people say like sometimes they don't always email, so you just have to look on blogs to like hear about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Keep a lookout on the emails, and if you don't get them, people suggested like just double check that Disney has your correct email. Why don't you say we get into these questions since we just gave that little briefing?
Okay.
Let's get in.
I'm going to read the whole thing and then we'll break it down into the different parts.
Absolutely.
So Elizabeth says, so I have 2 days at Disney. What are some must-dos, must-eats, best restaurant at Disney Springs, and what 2 parks would you go to and why? So must-dos.
Okay. Well, let's break. Do you think we should probably break this down into her maybe last question, like
what 2 parks?
What 2 parks, and then we'll go.
Well, so here's my thing. I would think,
and it's our opinion only.
Although you only have 2 days, I would still get a park hopper.
Yes, I still would.
I would get a park hopper, and I would probably match up Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
For right now, because Hollywood Studios only has 4 rides.
It's a half day.
It's not even a half day.
It's 4 hours, possibly. And
I think we did it in like 2 hours because we didn't even wait for our Fast Pass time because it was a low line.
Yeah.
That we just went. We got it done in like 2 hours. And then head over to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, finish off with the fireworks and everything else.
And Magic Kingdom tends to be open later than Hollywood Studios anyways, so you would have more time there. So I would start off at Hollywood Studios, get there when the park opens, and that way you have the majority of the day at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
And then I would do another day between Animal Kingdom and Epcot. Again, we don't have kids, so I mean it's different, but Epcot doesn't have too many rides that I get excited about. No. I mean, I do like some of the rides, but I spend most of my time in the World Showcase.
Absolutely. It's great. Love the Showcase.
Animal Kingdom is a must for me to go to regardless if you do a park hopper or not. Because, well, one, it's my favorite park.
Slowly becoming mine as well.
I love animals. So, obviously, Animal Kingdom brings that to life. You have the safari ride, and you just have little things throughout the park where you can see animals. They have a thing in the center of Asia with the monkeys. They have a parrot expo. So, they have a lot going on. Plus, they have Pandora.
Yes.
And Pandora is awesome. I mean, even just to look around. We did not get to see it at night, though. The next time we go, we are going to.
Yeah, we didn't get to.
Yeah, because we wanted to see the Rivers of Light show.
Yeah, because we never did.
Which is a pretty awesome show, by the way.
That's a must-see. Good water show.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Pandora is awesome. I love Flight of Passage. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that ride.
Best animatronic. Oh.
No.
Yeah, well, they have the walkthrough, the queue.
Well, the walkthrough, yes.
Yeah, the animatronics.
But not during the actual ride. The actual ride is just 3D.
Well, yeah.
But it's awesome. The Navi River journey, it's an okay ride.
It's relaxing.
Yeah, it's more relaxing. I don't get too excited about it, but I would go on it again.
My hopes were kind of dropped.
Yeah.
For how people spoke of it, and then I was on it. I was like, yeah, it was cool, but would I really go on it again for the wait time?
Not for the wait time.
Not for the wait time. No.
I would wait in line for Flight of Passage, though.
Which we did twice.
Yeah. So Animal Kingdom to me is a must go regardless. If you can't do the park hopper, and you only have 2 days and you have to pick 2 parks, I would say it really depends on, do you have kids? If you have kids, a Magic Kingdom is a must.
I would say Magic Kingdom is a must no matter what.
Not for me.
No?
No, if I only had 2 days and 2 parks to choose, I'd go Epcot and Animal Kingdom.
See, I would go Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
Epcot's more of an adult park because of the
thing.
World Showcase. I mean, there are things to do in Epcot with
but
kids.
It's more adult oriented.
Yes.
History and because of the alcohol and just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Kids, I didn't get it when I was a kid. I thought it was boring, but as
I always thought the World Showcase was boring too.
But as I grew older, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite parks.
But Magic Kingdom is definitely a must if you have kids because it is the most kid-friendly park of them all.
Absolutely.
So I hope that answers your question. But if I were you, I would try to at least try to get the park hopper because you could potentially get all 4 main parks
in those 2 days.
Absolutely.
If you split it up correctly, it does take a little thought process with it, but it can be done.
And my thought process with the park hopper, if you're going to do Animal Kingdom and Epcot in one day together, I would probably start off with Animal Kingdom. And try to hit out those big rides first and then make your way over to Epcot. Sorry, Tony is watching the Goonies right now.
I love the Goonies. It's on. I'm sorry.
And then I would go to Epcot in the evening, but that's just mine.
Yeah.
Must-dos. So
if
I'm not really going to split these as far as which parks you're going to decide to do. I'm just going to say must-dos in general.
If you go to Magic Kingdom, your must-do is you have to get a fast pass for Peter Pan.
You do.
You have to.
For some reason, that ride is always long.
It's always long.
Another fast pass you'd probably want to get is...
Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Pirates of the Caribbean, iffy.
Yeah, that one's iffy.
Same thing with...
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise and...
Big Thunder Mountain. Splash Mountain? Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
I'm going through all...
Still early. Only woke up like an hour or so ago.
Space Mountain, though, typically does tend to be longer.
Yeah, that's a 50-50 as well.
So those are probably your must-dos at Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom with that, besides the rides, eating, I would say go into the Harbor House.
The Harbor House
is great. Good quick service.
Yeah, it's a quick service place, has good food.
Yeah.
We ate at Tortuga one year, which is another quick service
burrito
place.
Mexican style.
It's right across from Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's great. It was really good.
It has good food.
And vegetarian options if you are vegetarian.
Yeah. But it obviously has anything for anybody.
But you know what I should be looking at too next time? Because we always look for vegetarian options. I think for you guys when we go down there next time, because we'll be permanently there, we're going to look to see if these are gluten-free places as well. Because gluten-free is such a big
It's become such a big thing, yeah.
So we could let you guys what's gluten-free, what's not at these places.
I know at least during the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah, they will have that. They have that in their pamphlet that tells you.
Yeah, and on each of their menus, they'll have different symbols that'll let you know if it's gluten-free, if it's vegetarian.
Or if there's no symbol, it's,
et cetera, et cetera.
It's meat.
But I haven't actually really paid attention to the regular menus.
No.
So, yeah, that's a good idea. So, I think those are the must-dos at Magic Kingdom.
Plus, obviously, any of the fireworks. And if you're a parade person, watch the parades.
Yes. Hollywood Studios, for right now, because Toy Story Land and Star Wars Land haven't opened yet, your must-dos are pretty much Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah.
But however, they really only have 4 rides, so you might as well knock out Toy Story Mania, which I really do enjoy that ride.
Yes.
And Star Tours.
Yes, Star Tours is great. And they added some new stuff from the new movie, Last Jedi and everything. Because that's the cool part about Star Tours. A lot of people don't notice, but the scenery's changed from new Star Wars movies. Plus, they actually added, from what I've seen, new video of Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars new land they've added into the scenes of Star Tours.
So, pretty much, I mean, with regards to must-dos at Hollywood Studios, you can do everything.
Yeah.
And not have to worry about a must-do.
Food-wise, I'm not really happy with any of the restaurants really there.
No.
To be honest with you.
But
sorry to say for people who do like the 50s, like my mom loves that 50s diner place that's in there. I don't get it.
I'm not a huge fan of Hollywood Studios food. I mean, I might go pick like snacks like that you can get at any of the parks.
Like a Mickey pretzel.
Yeah.
That'd be about it for me. But Hollywood's not,
there's not a whole lot going on right now because the lands haven't opened up yet.
So just hit the rides. Take a look at the Chinese theater because a lot of people tend to keep forgetting, since the ride, is no longer there, that when you get close to the Chinese theater, you can actually take pictures of actors and actresses with their handprints in floors. A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah.
And they don't take time to actually look at it. These people were here.
When people are in line, they're more like, all right, let's. Yeah. They're worried about getting to the actual ride.
Tom Hanks is there. Alan Rickman. Other great actors and actresses.
And then Epcot.
Round the World Showcase.
Yeah, that's like a must-do for adults.
That's your must-do.
Kids are probably gonna find it rather boring. There are a few rides. If you have kids, you have to go to Norway and ride the Frozen ride.
Yeah.
Mexico has the Three Caballeros ride, which again is just kind of a nice, relaxing ride. But I'd say like the main rides you want to get on that are outside the World Showcase, Soarin' and Test Track are the big ones.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, they are on the same tier for fast passes, so you have to choose one.
Yeah.
And Frozen's on that same tier as well, so.
Plan accordingly.
Yeah.
If
you can, try to get more than one day at Epcot, but I know this person said they only have 2 days.
Yeah.
And then
Animal Kingdom, for me, must do the safari. You have to do the safari ride. Yes. That is like the must. It's like 20 minutes long, maybe
It is, and every time you go on it is different because the animals are what make the ride. Flight of Passage is a definite.
The water show at the end.
Yeah. Best restaurant at Disney Springs.
Now I'm going to break this down between lunch and dinner. Because
we have the same opinion.
So you're out. It's lunchtime. You're not thinking about anything heavy because you're probably going to ride rides, do something.
Go to Blaze.
Get a slice of pizza.
It's not a slice. It's
a 10-inch, I would imagine.
It's like a 10-inch pizza. We see a lot of people buy their own 10-inch pizza and eat it. We just share ours. But it's a thin crust. It's very light. You can create your own pizza, so you can pretty much make it as heavy or as light as you want it to be.
Yeah, it's like think of it like a school cafeteria where you're just going down the line and
like you tell them what you want, and then they
make it.
Dinner though, Boathouse.
Boathouse is great.
Their firecracker shrimp
is amazing.
I think we actually found that out though from watching the Tim Tracker.
Because he recommended
they had done like their top 3 restaurants or whatever in each park, or maybe just in all of Disney. I don't remember. And we went down after that and tried the firecracker shrimp, and it is
simply to die for.
Amazing.
Now when we go back soon, and within a couple weeks, because we're moving there are other places I want to check out because there are new restaurants in Disney Springs, such as like the Edison.
That is.
Did we answer all of our questions?
Because the last one was the one we actually started with.
Okay. So I hope that answers your questions, or anybody else who are watching who may have had these same questions. But until next time, we will see you. Vlog finito.